Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Basement. Truth be told, for some reason this was on my list before. Not exactly sure why, but it was, and I had taken it off a while ago. I just was like, I'm never going to watch this movie. And then, lo and behold, it's on Netflix. Netflix sends an email and says, hey, this movie was just added. Might be something you're interested in. So here we are. And now, as I look it up, 3.6 on IMDb. I don't know, it's about some serial killer who basically kidnaps people and makes them switch roles so that he's like the captive. I don't know, and then he tortures them and murders them and stuff like that. So, Mischa Barton's in it, Tracy Thomas is in it. That's all I really recognize. So, I have very, very low expectations on it. It's only an hour and a half long, but if you have Netflix, you might be interested in this movie. You might be curious whether you should watch it or not. So I'll get into it, give you a better idea of what the synopsis is about, and let you know if maybe we should watch it or not. If you should watch it, I'm definitely going to watch it. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody. We're at the basement of, we're at the credits of The Basement. You know, as much as Netflix will give it to you. So, this film, I get the 3.1 totally. Probably not going to go that low on it. There is some seriously bad acting. In particular, I first noticed it with Mischa Barton's role. That was the first thing that stood out with me. This one interaction. It starts off with her and her husband. She sends her husband out for champagne, and the acting in that scene, it was just like ooh. From her. And then I thought he did a better job, so he's the one who gets put in the basement by the serial killer. And basically the whole rest of the movie essentially is the killer and him interacting. And they say, you know, there's multiple personalities. And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, you know, is it really personalities? Like, is this guy really changing in his mind to different personalities as he's interacting? But let me back it up. The whole murder torture scene is based on, he calls him Bill, but he, you know, so he's the victim in this is actually the killer. You know, so he has basically first arrested him for the murders that he has committed, and it goes through the whole piece of it from being arrested and tried, and then going into prison. So like there's like you know, the arresting officer or whatever, as they you know, try and get information out of him. Then when he goes to prison, there's another prison person there, cellmate, if you will. There's a doctor. There's his lawyer that comes. So each time they go, oh, in the beginning there's a clown. I didn't even think about that. It just dawned on me. There's a clown in the beginning. I'm not sure the significance in that. But anyway, as he's leaving the room, you know, and let's say he was a lawyer, and he comes back as a doctor, whatever. You know, he's a completely different guy, different voice kind of thing, different mannerisms. I get that, but I kept thinking to myself, is he really changing personalities? Is he that? I mean, is that what they want you to believe, or is he just acting and this is the whole thing he's going through? So, you get an answer. You get an answer to that. That was one thing that I was really inquisitive about. So that plays on. That's most of the movie. In the background, Mischa Barton is now, you know, looking for her husband, you know, kind of like calling around, that kind of thing, but she's also discovering that he may have cheated on her. That's just the subplot, and that's it. That's the whole movie. So you're trying to, you know, I guess understand, you know, why was he chosen to be in the basement, and, you know, does he get away, does he live, what happens, all that, does he get rescued? That's probably, you know, what the whole point of the movie is, I would think. So they do throw a little bit at the end, a little twist that I did not see coming. Not that I really cared. I wasn't like, oh. It is also slightly on the gory side. Not terrible, but it's not for the faint of heart, if as they say. I mean, there is some things that, you know, during the torture scenes, it's not too bad. I thought it was going to... It starts off really bad, and I thought it was going to continue to escalate, but it really doesn't. I don't know. And I don't think this is really worth watching. I wouldn't think so. I don't know why you would be interested in it. Maybe because of Mischa Barton from the OC, you want to see her, and there's nothing really. She's not a lot of screen time, really. It's really between the victim and the killer. And that's it. I didn't think I thought it was neat how the killer changed persona and created a story. I didn't think his acting was that great when he was normal. I liked the victim's acting. I thought he was pretty interesting. There is a Lamborghini in it as well. And that's really it. That's all. Not much here to see. But if you're into horror films, there we go. If you're into horror films, not that this is horror. If you're into suspense films that have and you like gross kind of movies, this might be for you. You might enjoy it. That's it. I'm sorry, I can't be any more. There's nothing else to tell you. I think I told you the whole movie except for the ending. So you make your own decision on this one. If it's something you're into, check it out. Love to hear your thoughts on the movie afterwards. And let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.